Hello divine souls, I welcome all of you who have tuned into this channel and those who are on their journey of reuniting with their divine counterpart, twin flames, soulmate. This is your friend, your guide and your divine help to guide you on this journey and more specifically here out to resolve the issues that you face in this journey. And if you couldn't find the answers or the support anywhere else, then please feel free to contact me and join over a one-to-one session. I'm a spiritual healer, a psychic, a tarot card reader, and will be your life coach and mentor for the twin flame journey. Okay, so if you have any of your issues related to be it spiritual journey or your twin flame journey, then I would be most glad to help you out with my channelings and my divine guidance, right? And I see 111 on the screen as I say this, so that's a very good confirmation. Okay, and even if it's a normal relationship or anything which is troubling you, anything where you can't share with anyone else and you would like to express out those issues and also like to have some energy reading or suggestions on the lines of divine, then please feel free to contact me and book a session with me, right? And please I would just request that please don't keep anything heavy on your heart, right? You can share anything with me on any topic. I will not judge you at all, rather will try to provide you with the best solution which is possible as per my experience and the divine guidance that I receive from the source, right? So thank you guys for being with me on this journey, right? Since last 2 weeks the channel started and I have had a good number of followers joining me, right? You can always contact me at my Instagram, same as the channel name, or write your story to my story for tds222@gmail.com. okay, and if you have not liked, share or subscribe the channel till now, then please do that as well, because towards the end you tend to forget and the message does not reach out to the masses or to the mass community, twin flames community as a whole, right? So yeah, so I'll tell you that please sit back and relax and enjoy this channeling. As I had said in my last channeling that you guys need to distract yourself or detach yourself from the thoughts of a divine masculine, but still I see a lot of divine feminine still getting into the trap of recalling their divine masculines again and again whenever they tried, right? So I'll suggest just at the beginning that please don't do this, right? Please get into detachment mode. Now let's get into the core channelings and the DMDF chapters. Okay, so today's channeling, in my earlier channeling I told that the 2 days back I had told that in 2 days time you will feel the shift in the energy or something positive starting to happening in your life, right? So by the time you are hearing this channeling, I suppose most of the DFs have already experienced the change or the flip in their mindset, right, at the energy level, or they must have got some kind of hint or a news or a call or a suggestion, anything of that sort, which has actually flipped the energy which you had carried since since 1 month around, right? Since the last 1 month around, the energies that you are carried has just flipped from today onwards by the time you hear this channeling. So I had suggested and told that from the last channeling, in next 2 days time you will feel the shift in energy. So I suppose it has happened with you. So I would request the DFs to whom it resonates, please mention it in the comment section that you do feel the shift in the energy, that too on a positive plane, right? You're feeling more motivated and thoughtful from today onwards by the time you hear this channeling. Okay, now I can see that on a DM part, if I say starting from the DM, I can see that a DM divine masculine is who is habitual of smoking, is out from his house, from wherever he lives with his family or friends or wherever. He is out on a park or on a basement or some sort of a open area where he is continuously moving back and forth, and he's having his smoke, he's having a cigarette on his hand, and he's continuously smoking repeatedly again and again. He is moving, fretting back and forth, and he is continuously thinking about something. Now what he's thinking is that he's thinking that something is not going right in his life. I would not say particularly divine feminines at this point of time, but he is sensing that something is not going right in his mind, something that he should have done a long back. He has not taken those steps, something related to his work life, personal life, or even the divine feminines for that matter, is not going as it should have been, and this is really bothering the divine masculines, and they are taking the help of cigarettes who are habitual of smoking. Particularly I saw this vision for the divine masculine. Now it could also be that the divine masculines who are habitual of drinking has taken up drinking, okay, but particularly I see the smoking thing, right, that they have taken up. So it is really bothering for the divine masculine, especially due to the detachment and the shift in the energy of the divine feminines, where most of the divine feminines have now started to contemplate on this journey, and after the long wait and nothing happening from the DM's side, and parallelly DMs are also fretting on this issue where nothing positive is turning around, right? So this is the condition of a DM. As you have lost weight, like I told on my last channeling, accordingly the DMs have also lost a lot of weight, right? And they are thinking a lot. Some divine masculines have also caught up with health issues as well, okay, nothing to worry about, nothing that's of a sort of a serious health concern, but yes, some like indigestion, some insomnia, right, these sort of issues divine masculines have recently caught up into, right, and they are taking help of smoking a lot these days. Okay, now in my last channeling I told that there is a change in the face glow of the divine feminines. Now this is because one thing is because of the own habits of a divine feminines, because of their sadness regarding this journey, their impatient temperament to get results faster. Some are facing the finance issues and relationships issues, family issues, they are fighting with this. And for a mass collective, it is also because the face that now you see yourself in the mirror is not only now yours face, but it also represents the face of your divine masculine, right? So what is happening is that post the soul merging, now the facial expressions of divine masculine is replicating as the facial expression of yours onto your face as you see yourself on the mirror. And because the divine masculines have also lost the glow on their face, the same thing is being replicated on your face as well. So now when you see yourself on the mirror, you can see how your divine masculine has also lost the charm on his face as well. Okay, so this has happened because of the soul merging, and slowly from today onwards the glow on your face will slowly and slowly come back, and in next 10 to 12 days you will completely, or maximum 14 days from hearing this channeling, your facial expression will be completely changed to earlier. Okay, so nothing to worry about. It was a part and parcel process of this journey which you are undergoing, right? And similarly I see that the divine feminine's thinking patterns have changed a lot, right? Earlier they used to think by heart and emotionally, now they are becoming more logical and practical, right? Now it doesn't go only up to the two words logical and practical. The thinking patterns or the shift in the thinking behavior of a divine feminine has changed in such a way that now the divine feminines have also started to consider the soulmate or even a new marriage proposal in their life to finally settle down, right? And it is a very big thing for a divine feminine to consider someone other than the divine masculine to settle down in their life, because earlier they used to think this as a sin. Okay, but now most of the divine feminines are very comfortable. They have come out of the hyperloop of twin flame journey and thinking only between them and masculine and themselves. So the divine feminines are slowly coming out of the hyperloop of divine masculine and divine feminine attachment or dependency on each other for as a life partner. Now you might feel that how come this is striking with you. The part is that, see, earlier when you guys had went into detachment mode or in a separation mode, the entire period your divine masculine did not consider divine feminine as their first priority. Okay, let me tell you frankly, and it might sound very brutal to you, but it is the hardcore truth that when the separation went off, divine feminines departed on a ground that I will again come back to divine masculine and will have a happy life together down the line. But divine masculine were considering someone else on their mind as a priority, and on their priority divine feminine were at the bottom. Divine feminine was considered at the rock bottom part, at the last option. If they had 10 options in their mind, then divine feminine was kept as a 10th option, right? Now because divine masculines had kept or had considered divine feminines on the last, as a last option, as a last resort, okay, and gave priorities to other relationships and other options which they could find or which they had at that point of time, the same thing post the soul merging process is now being replicated onto the divine feminines also. Now the divine feminine's reason for selecting or thinking about a new life partner is because they have waited a lot, they have done a lot of inner work, they are tired of waiting, they see no changes on a 3D plane at the divine masculine personality or their way of approaching them, right? Still they see no changes on the surface level, whereas something is happening inwardly, but on the outer level there is no such palpable changes to be seen, felt. Okay, so this is really bothering the divine feminines, and because of the thinking pattern of the divine masculine which they are grasping, divine masculine never considered divine feminine as their first priority. So now the same DNA is working out and divine feminines are also thinking of choosing someone else, or a new soulmate, or a new marriage proposal which they are getting on their hand. To those divine feminines this point is resonating, please mention in the comment section, because I very well know, even if you mention it or not, that yes, most of the divine feminines have now started to think on new marriage proposals also, and it is a good thing. How it is a good thing? Firstly, this will help the divine feminines to detach from the thought of the divine masculine, or the thought share that they were giving to the divine masculine earlier, or prioritizing them as a godly figure. Okay. And secondly, even on a practical note, because we live on earth on a 3D plane, so on a 5D plane, might be you both guys are connected and you have a cord and a bond, and you two guys are a part of the same soul in living in two bodies and XYZ reasons and philosophy. But on a 3D plane, there is certain age, there is certain practicality which has to be observed, and because of this strong reason also, divine feminines are being more logical and practical. I am going again back to the two same words after explaining everything. Divine feminines are again going back to logical and practical and thinking of new options in their life, right? And this is a very good thing, nothing to worry about and nothing to feel it as a sin. Okay, now this is also because all due to the disrespect, devaluation and hovering of the divine masculines, okay, ghosting of the divine masculines, or blocking, right, or not giving proper respect to the divine feminines which they literally deserved from this relationship, that it is giving a, it is actually backfiring them. And now divine feminines are pushed to the level that now they can also allow a thought of a new person to enter in their mind. Okay, now because of all this phenomena happening, okay, what is happening is that a trigger or a signal or a sense of some like a cool sensation or an ice cube running around their chest, heart, right, is happening with the divine masculine. Because once the divine feminines are getting bolder, they are bold, they are able to think of a new life partner, they are thinking to how to stand on their own feet, so because of this thought, it is actually, so because the divine feminines are being bold and thinking about their own thinking, getting into a self-love mode and valuing their self-respect more than anything else, which is a very good thing. It is giving a cool sensation or a trigger to the divine masculines, that now we need to listen carefully what kind of trigger they are having. They are getting a trigger of something valuable slipping from their hand. Might be some of the divine masculine, I have identified that it is the divine feminine itself which is slipping away from their hand, but some of the divine masculines are not so much matured enough to identify it is the divine feminine itself, but they are sensing that something valuable is getting away from their life, some good energy is drifting away from them, and this is really making them scary, right? They are having sleepless nights. They are not understanding. To those who are not understanding what is slipping away from them, it is making them really scary, because the lack of energy which they operate, which they have worked till now in their entire life since birth, and that source energy for a divine masculine is the divine feminine, is slipping away, says thinking of settling down with someone else, and this is really energetically sending a signal and a trigger and getting them really scary, right? Now they are really scary. They were a bunch of cowards, okay, but now they have lost even the last bit of confidence that they had. Okay, so I would also say that if you closely see divine feminines, you have picked up a new interest these days. Have you noticed this? Any kind of new interest that you have recently picked up which you were not doing at all, or which you had not done since long, or which you never thought of doing. Like, I'll give you example. Earlier, like if you are not comfortable chatting with strangers, now you are comfortable chatting with strangers. Earlier you were not habitual of too much smoking, now you are habitual of too much smoking. It's normal for you. Like earlier, like if you are not drinking a lot, these days you are finding a way or something to grab a drink. Okay. And earlier you were not if overthinking, if in case, then now you are thinking a lot. So why it is happening? It is because all of the divine masculine energy which has merged in you, right? So now you can see all the new habits that you have picked up, or your thinking patterns have changed, has something to do with the divine masculine energies as well. Now in this such a critical case, if you see that if your divine masculine is a womanizer, right, which is a very common trait for a divine masculine to be. Divine masculine are gifted with this habits of, if in a male body, to be a womanizer, right? Then you must very well know what kind of thoughts you are having in your mind these days, right? The unusual sexual craving and the unusual attraction to the opposite sex is not because of your energy or your thinking pattern, but you are replicating the divine masculine's energy. So DFs who are hearing to this channel, who subscribe to my channel, who look up for my channelings, are suggested to please have a check on your recent thinking pattern, which has just changed drastically, or there is a major shift in the thinking pattern and it is negative. Point to be noticed is that negative. All the thinking patterns which is going positive direction, like you want to grow, you want to earn money, you want to build a career or a business or do some creative work, is very well accepted. But there are few habit or few thinking patterns also which you see is not a good one. As a DF you can recognize very well, but you have adopted those thinking patterns, right? So I will suggest the divine feminines to have a check on your recently picked habits and thinking patterns and where you are going. Else what will happen is that if you ignore this, you will end up doing something terrible. Like even might be shouting at a person and hurting them, or doing something terrible. I would not like to drag further from here. You can very well understand something terrible what it can be. You will end up doing something terrible which will push you to the guilt energy. And in this entire journey, and the way the divine masculine and feminine have been designed by the divine, the guilt energy is always and always and always meant only for the divine masculine. A divine feminine never goes in the guilt energy, because she never does anything of that sort which will bring in the guilt in them, right? But if you don't keep a check on your recently picked habits and thinking patterns, you will end up doing something which will build a guilt, and it will remain with you for a much longer time. Because right now is the time for the divine masculine to go on a guilt and a deep thought and introspection and contemplation which they have avoided since long. It is not for the divine feminines. But if you don't be serious even after hearing this channeling, you will end up getting deep into the guilt energy, which will hurt you for many days to come, right? Okay, now so it's a big time, no fooling around when you are carrying the divine masculine energies, because the divine masculine energies are all sort of the negative traits which you can imagine within a person: ego, anger, lust, hunger, pride, vanity, everything that you can imagine, overworking, workaholic, alcoholic, any kind of a holic, okay, of that sort. And you need to keep a check on these habits, right? Else you will get into the guilt energy trap, and it will again hinder your reunion. You will not feel good about yourself. Until you feel good about yourself, you're not igniting the reunion thing in days to come, right? Okay. Now one more thing. Despite a lot of suggestions from my side, despite a lot of posts at my Instagram, and after every statement I have said, get into detachment, get into detachment, get into detachment, some of the divine feminines have still ignored my suggestion and themselves have initiated the conversation with the divine masculine, be it on the account of Valentine's Day or be it for some other reason. Now, many times I have already said, get into detachment mode, you don't listen. Many times I have already said, this is not a Bollywood movie or a normal girlfriend-boyfriend movie, right? And moreover, being a divine feminine in a female body, most of the divine feminines are like that. Why do you initiate the conversation first of all, right? It is always the boys to do. It is always the men who start. I give congratulations to the divine feminines who heard my channeling and did not initiate the communication. Their divine masculines have most probably already communicated to them as well. You can give a thumbs up in the comment section if it resonates, or not, than in few days to come, or else in the max few weeks to come, in maximum 3 weeks. I have already told. But still, you guys have initiated Happy Valentine's Day and I love you, or those sort of, cheesy lines to your divine masculine. So I would just like to ask, you have done on your part, you are happy after doing that, right? And what did you get in return? The same thing that you expected? The kind of a respect and the, the love or the regard that you respected out of the relationship, did you get? Didn't you get yourself hurt by initiating this conversation? Didn't you feel again disrespected, devalued the same way you had felt long back when you guys were in the separation phase, or when the separation actually happened? So why was it necessary to initiate this Valentine Day or a lovey-dovey messages? It was not at all required, right? So you are again giving signal to the universe that you are not yet balanced. You can't hold back the temptation of having a divine masculine in your head. Then congratulations, you have pushed away your reunion again further. Okay, you can purchase a cake and have a celebration also. Very good, you have pushed away your reunion, right? So there is no point in hearing my channeling if you don't adhere to my suggestions, okay? Because in doing in this way, you are asking the universe either to bring back the masculine as a half-baked cake, okay, not cooked properly, and a half-baked cake will always lead into indigestion problems, right? Or if not, then you have again triggered the same kind of a cycle of you yourself getting hurt, feeling devalued, feeling disrespected because of your own actions. So whatever you did, you did not get anything in return, and still you did it. This was the thing why I always suggested, please don't do it, right? But you guys don't listen. Okay, now I would like to appreciate the divine feminines who have gone into the detachment mode and gaining their high priestess energy, right? Now those divine feminines have actually gone into high priestess energy. It has worked so wonderful that divine masculines are feeling that divine feminines are slipping away from their hands, and it is making them crazy. This does not apply to each and every divine masculines, okay? Please note this, only to those divine feminines who have worked on themselves, known their self-worth, and now choosing the high priestess energy. That the counter effect is that the divine masculines are getting scared and afraid. Now for the divine masculines, they are trying their level best to bring in the same focus. Always they did not have the focus in their work whatsoever they did. They only showed that they had focus, but still They want to bring some kind of focus on their work, but due to the lack of energy supply from the DFs, they are actually getting the panic attacks, right? Because they don't know the solution, they don't know where to go, right? They don't know what to do. Now, some divine masculines have already started meditation, okay? Like I told in my earlier channel also, some will start doing it, and some have also given a thought or started consulting an astrologer or a tarot card reader or an energy reader, depending upon the understanding of the situation, right? They are feeling that something disbalance is happening, right? And to come out of this, they are actually considering an astrologer or a tarot reader or an energy reader whatsoever, right? It is going that bad. Means divine masculines consulting a astrologer or a tarot reader is a rare thing. They don't believe in all these things, right? But still they are doing, because they don't find the recluse anywhere else. Now, those were most of the chapters that is happening, okay, and the energy updates. Now some things to do, as I always provide to you guys. I will suggest the divine feminines to again sleep as much as possible, at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep, whether you sleep in daytime or nighttime or combined, but please maintain 8 to 10 hours of sleep. This will help you in the healing. And if still you have or facing any kind of problems in sleeping, as most of the divine feminines do message me or share their problems and all, then you can, rather than choosing or opting for some medicines or pills, please listen to my channelings or any kind of spiritual ascended masters, spiritually awakened people's voice. That will also work. I do not claim to be a spiritually awakened person, okay, but you can hear my voice. That will also help, okay, for you to get a sound sleep. Secondly would be, I would suggest the DFs to get into a self-love mode. Okay, I'll prepare a separate video on how to get into a self-love mode. It is a very deep and a subtle topic, but it makes a hell lot of a difference in your twin flame journey, right? Those divine feminines who are thinking that they are into a self-love but have not yet accepted or brought in the essence of self-love in their life, again is hampering their own twin flame journey, or even doing injustice to themselves as a soul. So it is a very must required that you practice self-love. Okay, please take sun bath if possible. Stay in the sunlight, especially the sunlight before 12 in the afternoon. Sunlight before 12 in the afternoon, at least 30 minutes. This will also provide you with some healing. Please wear colors of yellow, orange and green the most these days, okay, and as much as possible please avoid the colors of black and dark blue. Will suggest that if you if you can find time, then please visit the Shiv temple nearby, okay, or near your house, or visit any sort of a spiritual place or holy place as per your religion, okay, which is near to your house. Okay, I will also suggest the divine feminines to build on your creativity or your business or your soul purpose and start doing it, okay. This will help you in the detachment again. And finally, I always tell that your ultimate motive from the journey is to do your soul purpose and not claim the reunion only, okay. Reunion is just a small part of this journey, and it is not the end, because if it's the divine masculine, even after the reunion there will be much struggles or challenges that you will have to face that you have not imagined till now, but which will come back again or step by step as you proceed towards the reunion and after reunion also. So reunion will not be that much a big thing later on, but you will have to face lot many challenges. So please start doing your soul purpose so that you can face those challenges also easily on a later date. Okay. And also please would like a gentle reminder to all of you guys that you guys are light workers. Please understand this and do this. Okay, don't consider only yourself as a twin flame or a romantic couple, and get into the fantasy of the masculines and all. Remember yourself as a light worker and identify your soul purpose. Start doing it, please. It is high time to those who have yet not identified their soul purpose and not doing it. Please, it's high time. Please do it. And abundance is coming your way, divine feminines. It's a good news, right? In coming days, coming months, abundance is coming. So please open up with please drop your guards and open up with the receiving energy, right? Do not think that you do not deserve anything good or anything better in your life. Please open up and get into the receiving mode where you can receive the abundance of the universe. Okay. So, and yes, if you would like to get a personal reading or a personal suggestion on the twin flame journey, which most of you guys do feel right now, so I will suggest, rather than taking any foolish steps and doing any sort of a childish behavior at any point of time in the twin flame journey, especially at this junction, I will suggest you to rather take personal session, a one-to-one session with me, where I'll provide the detailed readings and the energy reading of both of you, right? And provide you with the divine guidance also as well. Okay. So that's all for now. Hope you have enjoyed the channeling, and until the next video, okay, may the angels guide you. You be in the divine protection. Trust the process. Keep doing your good. Surrender to the divine. Stay in positivity with lots of love, peace and light. This is your friend signing off for now, right? Until I meet you in my next video. Till then, God bless.